Yeah, hopeful progress we've got going here. Certainly need to this adding our escrows store array fetch and the custom program store fetch is working. Seems to be working nicely. Now, I think what I need to do now is there's some cleaning up that I need to do. So like I've not closed this. I've accepted this escrow. And if I like hard refresh here, got my wallet connected, I have it coded where it's going to, it's not a closed escrow account, and we have this. It should be able to like look for the matching escrow account in our escrows store. And it seems to do that. You know, it shows that we've got, the wallet is not the authority. It grabs the no escrow, single escrow store is found. So we try to find the match, and we find the match, then we set it. User store again is pretty initialized, like whenever we refresh and stuff. The only thing that we can update in user store is the wallet address, and that's fine. So yeah, and then of course we grab the tokens, token accounts for the connected wallet. But if you look at the escrow here, this is the actual data. We see that it's, it has exchanged and is active. Now, I guess like what's the user experience that I should, aim for? I guess like there's a couple things, like these buttons shouldn't be available based off of the is escrow authority. So, as I'm talking through these, I think these are some simple little to-dos, things that need to kind of do anyway and kind of clean it up. So for example, fix me escrow store state after cancel. That's done. Nice. Update escrow store on wallet disconnect and reconnect. That seems to be done. Creating like an escrow types file. I'm not dealing with a lot of types in this program. I mean, we're talking just a couple custom types. So I'm not going to worry about that. But one thing to do is disable accept or cancel buttons based on authority, or is escrow authority. Yeah. So let's go do it. It's really a good accept escrow disabled. Accept the escrow. So if is escrow authority, right? So like this, or is false. Oh yeah. So accept the trade. So disabled, true. And the same goes for the canceled. So is escrow authority. sorry, this one to cancel, you know, this user can't cancel. Now, could always kind of go in, find this button, cancel, and remove that, and then you have it. Okay, at least I have my check on there. So if I refresh, should it do a quick check? Yeah. So what I could do is disable them, but I could also do use Svelte's if. Let's see. Oops. Let's go back. Yeah. So if is escrow. Escrow authority. So if that's true, then we should see the I'm going to close that out. If they are the escrow authority, then we should at least be able to see the cancel button. Yeah. Else if well, or just else. Hang on. But I also want, like, if they don't have a wallet. So I kind of want to do, like, if they don't have a wallet, like, if there's, if there's a wallet store dot public key. All right, then we can do all this. Kind of how I see it. Now, if I were to disconnect, then, okay, any Joe Schmo could be able to, like, log in and kind of go to the route and stuff, but then, all they could do is just go back. Okay, click into it, doesn't show, so then they have to connect their wallet. And this guy is not the initiator, so it's not the authority of this escrow, so they could choose to accept. Yeah, that could work. Another check too that we're using is if escrow authority and in this case should have an escrow store is active. What happens here? So Maybe I don't need to like do the if, but maybe what I could consider is oops, I want to do find bracket, find that bracket, fine, let's do it again. Maybe I do it at the high level, actually. So, and the escrow store dot escrow dot is active. So, if there's a if the wallet's connected and the escrow is active, then we show these buttons and allow them to do that. Yeah, that makes sense. In this case, all they can do is just see at a high level like what the escrow entailed. We haven't closed it, but it has exchanged. Yeah, so like that seems reasonable. If I come over here, yeah, my accounts are changing correctly. This is the different wallet, and again we've kind of moved all the logic of initializing inside. So inside these handlers. So the user store, slowly but surely kind of moving all the user store validation and checking inside of the handlers instead of outside of them, because at the end of the day, I don't know how they're getting to this. I don't know at what point are they connecting a wallet, yada, yada, yada. And the store may be stale, like inaccurate. So let's say I want to pay 0.5 of this token, which is the BWC. But I want to initialize from this side. This is a different wallet. I want to get 1 from the other. Should be able to. Should be able to initialize. I don't see why not. We have a custom program store. Looks like that's still good. User store. In this case, this is the seller. So I feel like, hang on. Gotta get. All right. Paying out 0.5 of that token. Yeah. Approve. Nice. Okay. That's working. That's going to be escrow number 7. It is active. This one's false. Click into this one as the originator, as the initializer, as the seller, essentially. And yeah, sure enough, the wallet is the escrow authority, matches the escrow authority of this escrow, and so therefore we display the cancel. Nice. Go back, click on escrow number 6, click in here, and nothing. It's already exchanged. That's the deal. So nice. It seems to be working okay. What else is a total? Like, obviously, after we initialize, I've got to reset the form. I just need to reset the form. So, oops. Where are we at? Let's bring it over here. Handle initialize. Yeah. Let's scroll down. After all that goes well, And this is still a little wonky. Like we're setting the store, like we set the store, so then we can get like balances and stuff, and then I, get the, after we initialize, we are fetching the latest, but this time we know the custom programs PDA, custom program store PDA, or the PDA of the custom program account, performs it still does a fetch, so we get the latest update there. We reset the escrow store, kind of silly, and there may be better ways on this, but I do feel like I need to update, reset, I've been using a variable, just an object called form state. Like inputs. Like they need to be, I don't need to reset all of them though, because like the wallet tokens, like the wallet could still be connected. So like which tokens are available in the wallet and the balances of each, like that stuff I don't need to, but I do need to reset the out token amount, the in token mint, and the in token amount. I feel like it's been a long time since I've looked at this form state. I'm gonna close this one actually. Let's go find it. Form state. Here it is. So it's a relic from kind of starting this stuff up. There's certain things that I just don't need to mess with, and I certainly need to consider cleaning this up. But I could do form state dot what? Dot what did I say? The out token amount back to a string. Out token balance. I'm not gonna worry about that because it's still like that's this part right here. I may leave that alone because it's still associated with the token, the wallet token store. Let's see, the form state dot in token mint. That can go back to getting wiped. Not commas. And let's see, I could do the form state in token amount and set that to be a string as well on initialize. I feel like that should work. Yeah. Whenever they click on that and it's successful, only at the end right here because it's gone through the whole transaction and it's worked, then reset it. So let's try this again. I have one active. Let's see how much money I've got. 1.4, 2.5. Oh, this hasn't updated, has it? This hasn't, because I had 1.4 and then I decided to pay out 0.5 just a second ago, just a minute ago. Yeah, I think I was paying out 0.5. So really, this should not be 1.4. That should be like at 0.9 now. Now why hasn't... Well, I don't need to get ahead of myself. The reason that it's not updating correctly... let's see. Oh, hang on. I mean, while I'm at it, rather than resetting, what about updating form state out token balance? Maybe I need a... What would that be? We have been doing that. Grabbing those balances. So this is something I need to consider, because currently, if I look at my in token mint, out token amount, it is bound here. It's bound at this point right here. Yeah, in this label. So that's where this form state. But out token form state, it's not a store or anything like that. So I may need to could consider, I do have a balance store for SOL. So what I could do is reset it back to SOL as the default. That's an idea. So what if I say form state and then it's out token mint equals SOL? Then that should trigger perhaps that should trigger can that would be handy. If I set that in the case, and I believe that would do it. At least just for a, then maybe I don't even have to assign or update the actual balance. Instead, I just set this back to the SOL, and it works for me. Because I don't have 1.4. I have 0.9 because I've just sent 0.5 to the escrowed account, right? So it's not quite the same. So if I do, let's try one more. If I'm going to say like 0.2 of this token in exchange for a little bit more of this one, let's just say I can just 0.2, 0.2. I'll change it up, 0.25. Here's another escrow. I should be able to do this. Yeah, okay. That's an encouraging sign. It initializes. Now, it did set to SOL, which is great because I'm not touching SOL. I'm just paying for transaction fees. So this should be updating correctly. What form state out token balance or amount, this out token balance, this should be pulling from the balance store. So if I come, the great thing is I do have a little change handler, like on change. Shoot. I did. It's not updating. That's interesting. So I've got escrow 7, 8 now. These are actives. This is the guy. This is the same wallet. Has authority, so they can cancel it. If I go back and still look at these, interesting. Interesting. Why don't I have if I go through, where's my wallet's tokens store? Am I not printing it? Am I not logging that? May not be logging it. Darn. Because I thought that would be something I could matching token. Hang on. Count, data, parsed, info, mint. Yeah, okay, this is the mint that I have. Token amount. That's not correct. I think my program is working correctly. I feel like it's just my UI is not updating the correct amount. Because, well, let's see. I have moved over a lot of I've done a few escrows, exchanges, yeah. The token that I have is this BWC. Now, there is a way to look up the balance of a token. I think it's I think it's like SPL token balance. What's gonna happen? Couldn't I find token account? Now this is the mint. Yeah, how do you do that? So SPL token balance help. Wait, address. Wait, let me see. Help. Ooh, this is ugly. So you have the address. Specify the token account to query. Oh, so that's the associated token account. So address flag is the actual ATA. Okay. Which probably makes sense. So what is my current user? Does my user store have it? Like my out token ATA. Yeah, boy, oh boy, if I could get that, would be handy to have. So hang on, let me see. Let's, can I just like for giggles, just let's do the user store out token ATA. I'm just curious. User store out token ATA. I don't even have to. Why would I put that all the way up, like in there? Why don't I just like print it? Yeah, let's instead base. Yeah, I feel I just need out token ATA. Okay, here's the out token of this amount. I should have less than 1.4 of that token in this account. So if I'm following this right, the SPL token balance, if I do SPL token balance address, and then I paste in the associated token account, aha, okay. Oh, phew. All right. So that's good. My program is working right, but I got worried there for a second. This is showing that this ATA of this that is holding this particular mint has a balance of 0.7, which is right. I did like a 0.5 and then like another 0.2 or something like that. So it goes to 0.9 and then minus 0.2, we get 0.7. All right, so the program is actually working. It is transferring the correct amount. Problem is my UI. Not a problem. Or it is a problem, but it's a small problem. So I'm gonna do a little to do, and that is gonna be my next fix me, form state out token balance needs to accurately, needs to update after initialize. And I gotta think initial and yeah. So that's next. That's something I gotta do next. This is done. We have addressed that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but here's another one to fix. Good times. Good times. 35. This is also happening. I'm storing in my Escrow store array. Yeah, so, all right. We're getting there. We're cleaning it up a little bit. So trying to fix this whole form state issue, the out token balance. So it's not showing the updated token amount for the wallet because this whole form state thing is getting handled here. I have this set selected token balance. Well, actually, so I have this, but then back up a step. I think it's in layout. Yeah, so here in my layout component, I perform a get parsed token accounts by owner. So this is this goes out and finds all the token accounts in the wallet. And what I have been doing is I have just a separate store, wallet token account store. That's it. It's a simple store that stores the token accounts. It's an array. So this happens in the layout. you know, so we make that call and update it. Then back in my index, I have this set selected token balance function where the whole idea is like adding this kind of swap user interface makes it just look a little bit better, and the ability to kind of do this whole, you know, drop down and you already have like kind of the tokens there, you know, that, you know, that's kind of the idea. Eventually I may need to expand it to be able to like pull NFT token accounts. I'm not sure. I've never actually done that, so that'd be something fun to learn. But the idea is like when we set, like every time I change, like this changes, it's kind of firing this whole this helper right here, this set. And so, you know, if it's set to SOL, then it's fetching from the balance store, which is separate, because it requires a different fetching your SOL, the wallet's SOL balance uses get balance instead of the parsed accounts or accounts by owner methods. So otherwise, if it's any other kind of token, then it kind of, you know, we already have fired the layout, so it's fetched and populated the wallet token accounts store values, and then anytime we do this, it's just doing kind of a find on that. It's actually not updating the token accounts and their balances. So I think either I you know, I think the way to do all this is like after I initialize, like then obviously the token account balance has changed. Yeah. It may just make sense to perform a fresh get parsed token accounts by owner to again update this wallet store. I mean, I think that, you know, that's going to be the most accurate, you know, accurate way of maintaining state on these token accounts is kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, so not entirely sure. You know, currently I wrote this helper here, get parsed token accounts by owner here in the layout component, and it works, and it helps and updates my wallet store or wallet token account store. I don't know. I don't know if I should, you know, on initialize when we're resetting the form state, you know, after someone has initialized an escrow. I don't know. I tried to set it to SOL, which I think is working and accurate because it's using the SOL balance store. So it, you know, its value is coming from the balance store. But all these other tokens are coming from the wallet token account store. So, which is not really getting updated. It's still just searching, and it's got old state. It's got old data in it. So I need nope. It doesn't work like that. Need to probably refetch what is it, you know, token class by owner. So that's kind of where I feel like I'm at, is that I need to, after we do perform this, then I really need to kind of refetch the data. Obviously, if I didn't have like on-chain account data, like it knows, like the Solana knows whether or not the wallet has enough balance. Even if the UI is screwed up, like I can't try to send tokens that I don't have enough of. So that I feel so far has been caught with errors and such. I think it's obviously we need to fix the UI. I'm just trying to figure like what would be the best way to do that. I mean, I think the same thing happens too after an accept or even a cancel. The cancel seems to be or maybe cancel's not. Maybe cancel hasn't really been updating. So yeah, there's a little bit of some UI cleanup I need to do. I'm just trying to figure out like what's the best way. But like basically after all of these instructions, whether it's initialize, accept, or cancel, tokens are going back or transferring to wallets. I feel like I'm gonna need to perform a fresh fetch. Yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is move this out. What I could do is I could one approach is add this as a helper to my this writable store. That's one way. That would mean I would have to kind of expand on this store a little bit. So then it would be like a wallet token accounts store, get token accounts, or basically like a little helper attached to this store. Certainly could be done that way. Let me see, what other store? I've got the Escrow store. Yeah. Or I could do something like this, like writable, and I pass it the type and some initial values, or something like that, and then return the object where it's got the set subscribe update, but then this is like get the token accounts, and it goes through and performs exactly what my what this method does right here. To do it or not. I think for now, let me just wrap this in like as a helper. So I feel like it's about that time to add some helpers. I had a helper for polls program. But for escrow, I don't really have anything yet. So what I could do is just create a new helper. I'm going to just call this get parsed token accounts by owner. So now we have that. And I need to open it up. So, what am I going to need? I'm going to need access to the wallet store, the workspace store, this helper. I mean, it's just from the connection. I need the token. I need all this stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to move this out of this layout component and instead bring it in over here. Obviously, it's going to complain. Let me see. I won't need all these, but just bringing them for now. This is totally going to break some stuff. Yeah. How did I do this for the I forgot to. I don't know if this will. Yeah, it didn't work. I turned that off. Yeah, mess with this. The poll here. Get pro. I feel like this is coming from. I'm just. I'm trying to refresh my memory on polls index Svelte. We pulled this in, or I did. Yeah. And I'm trying to recall, like, what did I end up pulling in? Yeah, I had to bring in quite a bit of stuff for this one. Yeah. All right. Okay. It seems like just it's starting to get a little. Obviously you need to use and access this helper outside of the layout component. At least that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I could just in this one case go through and kind of replicate this inside, just doing response await connection, which is coming from the workspace, and pass in and do this kind of thing. But I feel like I'm gonna have to do this on every kind of like instruction function that I've got. So all these handlers, I feel like at the end of the day, I'm probably gonna have to do it on all of them just to ensure that the wallets are updated correctly. The token accounts are updated correctly. So, yeah. So, let's see. Not really sure like the best way of like naming these. I do know that SvelteKit, the update with the router and stuff that they've recently done has kind of allowed you to do a little bit more, like if you have nested sub routes, like if everything escrow related, that I could actually, if I wanted to, it may not make sense or it may get a little, but I think it gives you the option to actually put all of your kind of relevant, related helper files or functions and whatnot all inside of your router, the routes subfolders. So it kind of, in a way, can, organize your code a little bit better in that way if you wanted. For now, I'm just dumping them into helpers. I guess you could call them like hooks or composables or whatever. I'm not exactly sure. Just, again, something I've seen. And lib is another place you could have moved all this stuff in. So I need to get better with like patterns and stuff, but kind of looking at other code, other repos for models, something to follow, good practices. But yeah, okay. So what's missing here? I don't need I'm not doing anything. How did I do this in? I don't think I need the workspace. Okay, it's using, I was using the get, so I didn't have to like do some sort of check. So I do need that. I don't think I need the IDL and stuff, so I'm gonna get rid of the balance store. No, not related. That's only for SOL only. Definitely need this token account store. Custom program. Nothing related in this case. Escrow store, not related. It's not related. And user store. I guess I could, but I don't think it's necessary, right? Like, I don't think it's necessary. So what I definitely do need to do though is I need to export this function to make it available in other files. Yeah, it's gonna grab the wallet, grab the workspace, and set the store. I could consider like updating, but again, like I'm gonna have to perform this fetch. I'm gonna have to perform this get parse token accounts by owner, regardless, to get the latest balances. So let me see. Token program ID, we have that. Yeah. Okay. So then, back in my layout, let's just import, what did I call it? Get parsed token accounts by owner. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, hey, hold up. Huh. Where am I at here? I am... Yeah, from here. It's complaining at me. Obviously. Let me get something real quick. Bear with me. Okay. A wallet It's complaining. Will that work? Can't find it. Is there helpers? Should work. Yeah, go back a couple of levels. And yeah, okay. All right, I feel so we've just moved that over. And now back inside the the index, at least after initialize here, I should be able to await this get parsed token accounts by owner helper. And what does it need? It needs the connection and the owner. So the connection comes from our workspace store connection, and the owner comes from the wallet. So the wallet store pub key, I could say it also comes from the user. Why is it complaining? Type null. Oh. Feel like that should, yeah, so okay, let's see, failed. Oh, okay, it was this auto import when I added this down here, and I'm going to move this up a little bit. It's the same kind of thing. It's complaining. I'm at the route, like I'm in the routes directory, so oops. Routes. Don't think that's there yet. That should do it. That takes us to the correct path. Now, one thing I want to do is so that's on after initialize, yeah? Don't need to be spamming it all the time, but so like only when they initialize. So I know that if I take this mint, what did I call it? Oh yeah, out token ATA. I remember I logged it. I'm curious, if I go back over here, I'm just curious, like what is my balance? So if I do SPL token balance address, which is the associated token account, you paste that in, it will return the balance. But this associated token account, it's associated with a specific mint. So you're not providing the mint address of the token, you're actually just the ATA. So that's cool. So this token, I have 1.6 is what it shows when I look at it. Which I think that's looking good right there. But I want to I want to exchange this token, and let's do 0.5 of that token, and I would like the other token, and we'll do 0.1 of the other token. Okay, so when I initialize this balance, it should perform like a refetch of my token accounts for this wallet and update the wallet's token account store, which in theory should help with this. Let's see. All right, I was able to perform that. It did reset the UI, didn't leave anything lingering. That's handy. It's added number 9 in here. It's got the details there. Yeah. And then, yeah, get token accounts by owner invoked. This is coming from my helper that we've just moved into its own file. So, yeah. So then, sorry, back down here, my wallet tokens account store is updated. It's got fresh values. So I should be able to, when I change this back to this token, it should represent or have the latest balance of 1.1. Nice. Yeah, it does. Now, this may, I'm assuming it's still 0.5, which is, we'll just trust that for now. But that's cool. So it looks as if that worked. So yeah, I think the issue is or was just stale state again. You know, I'm hesitant to send like a bunch of RPC requests. You know, I feel like, you know, hitting the chain and querying again and again for these sorts of things. I guess it's normal stuff, but don't want to spam it. If I don't want to hit it, don't need to make those kind of calls unless necessary. But obviously, we're talking about an Escrow exchange program, so I need to have the wallet balances need to be at least they're updated and accurate on chain, obviously, but I need to make the UI align. So yeah, that's cool. I think it's working. Obviously I need to continue testing this, but it's something that I need to something that I most likely need to add to the these other instructions as well. So while I'm at it, about to take a little break, but out token balance, like these things seem to be correct. But if I cancel this, it should redirect back to the home page and refund me. Now, let's see if it does that. It was successful, and it takes me back. Still shows out token balance. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually refunded. So let's go back here. Yeah, it hasn't. But if I check out the ATA one last time on chain, 1.6. Yeah. So, yep, that's the next thing. Got to basically need to make the call on all the instructions. So we'll do that next. That should be pretty easy. I need to do a fresh refetch of the token accounts and the balances for the connected wallet after all these instructions. So initialize is doing it, but I need to add it to the cancel, as well as the accept. So let's first go to the cancel. We just went through that, and it showed that like it didn't update right away. So like after I go through and I cancel, come back, and initially saw that it will have an outdated amount. But if I hard refresh, that seems to fetch. And the reason why is because on the main escrow page, where hard refresh, it triggers the layout components use of, this get parse tokens account. So it does get an update, but without doing a hard reload, I want to be able to refetch, I need to be able to get the latest balance. So what I'm doing here with the cancel trade, and this was earlier, is like this is to navigate and then do these sorts of things. I could consider inside the navigation as well. I could consider just adding need to I feel like I could probably just do it right here. Wait. I could do it here, or I do it inside the handler, which this is using the handler. Maybe I could be a little bit more explicit for now and add it here. I think that would work. Let's see. So same kind of thing. It needs we need to import it. So let me do that real fast. Feel like, yeah, this is I think that gets us to the right one. 2 arguments, the connection and the wallet. So we have that, and we have the wallet. Clean that up. And go ahead and, while we're here, let's go ahead and add it inside the accept, which is down here. So current buyer and token balance. Yeah, like we're confirm. I forget what I'm doing here. I mean, this is basically doing the exact same thing. Or not the exact same thing, but kind of redundant here. So current buyer, user store and token balance. Yeah, I'm not sure if I need. Why was I doing this? Confirm that the seller and buyer ATAs also updated correctly. So, I mean, this is kind of doing it. But I wonder if it would just be better to let's see. I mean, we're updating. We fetch the latest escrow, and we set it, and we add it. I'm not doing the seller stuff at all anymore. Certainly still need to account for like current seller, like all that stuff. Like that was during testing when I was kind of like double checking that the balances were lining up. I'm not entirely sure I need to I mean, this is working. The buyer's in token balance, if they accept it, obviously we're trying to get their latest, you know, I don't even know. Update could replace the below with don't know. Maybe the accept was already working correctly. So let's see. If I come here and here, let's say I want to give up 0.3 of this token, yeah, in exchange for what token? Not the BW, but instead the ANZ token, yeah? And I want to get 0.1. Hit initialize, and like that works. Escrow number, that's interesting. We were at 9. We were at 9, but now I feel like it should be at number 10. But when I click on it, okay, I think that's right. So curious, I was paying out, what was it? 0.3 for 0.1. That's from the initializer. So I'm going to hang on. I'm going to get my other Solflare wallet and try to accept this. So it goes through wallet disconnect, extension. Oh, okay. Sign in, and I have this stuff here. Like I've got some values here, yeah. So it's fetching the token accounts and the escrow accounts. Yeah, this is updating the escrows store and all that stuff. So here, curious, if I go back, what are my balances showing? 0.7. I already have 2.5. I'm about to pay this token to receive this token, if I recall. So if I scroll down, find the right one, I believe it's this one. Click on that, yeah. And if I accept, I should see, at least from the buyer standpoint, like this connected wallet, this is a buyer, I should see updated balances. So again, I'm paying this 0.1 of the AN, and I'm going to receive 0.3 of the other one, and I hit accept, and it goes through. Buttons go away because it's already been exchanged. Yeah. Then hit back. If I go here, 0.7, 2.5. I felt like did that update need to pay attention? I don't think that did. I don't think, or maybe it did, and I'm oh man, I need to focus. Getting distracted. All right, let's do this again. All right, we'll do it from this end. I have plenty of this. Let's do 0.5. Okay. And in exchange, I want to get the other token, not the ANZ, but the this BWC mint. Okay. Yeah, 0.5, and we'll do 0.2. I don't know. Just try to keep track of these numbers. This is looking good. So I've initialized it, and I was paying this amount, but why do I have one now? What the hell just happened? That doesn't seem right. I felt like that just added. I felt like that just added to my token balance for some reason. Yeah, man, I don't think that's working correctly. How the heck? So it deducted, but then this got added. Dude, I need to just... What would happen if I canceled, like, commented out this stuff, and just used the await get parse token account by owner, like, public key. And I feel like kind of tired of like manually keeping up with some of this stuff when it's not necessary. Just fetch and get the latest. If I refresh, I'm curious what happens here. Because the same wallet's connected. It should have gone to do the get parse token accounts. Maybe I'm just misreading it. Maybe I all along had 1 and 1.9. I don't know. But this is on the accept. So I'm going to initialize one more. 0.4. It's hard to keep up with all this. Sometimes there's the mint 0.2. Okay, so like testing this out. Test the HZGM wallet. just, I should have the AN token should be 1.5 after init. Okay. The BW token should be, well, just 1 after init, but asking for 0.2, right? Like, just taking notes. Oh crap, lost it. Yeah, so 0.4 for 0.2 and initialize. Should work. Okay. Now, when I go here, BW is still 1, as I said. ANZ 1.5. Okay. Seems to be correct. All right. If I go into the actual escrow, which, boy, I don't even know where we're at. Need to click into it to know. 0.4, 0.2. I feel like this is it. And this is the owner. So yeah, this is it. Okay. Let me connect to my other wallet. This guy can accept because he's not the owner. He's not the authority. But curious. This guy. What is the token balance? Test. I mean, this is like the terrible way of doing it, but I'm just trying to do a quick check. The AN token, I have 0.6. Has 0.6. The BW token has, what's the balance? 1.3. So after TX, this should be This should be 1.1. This should be 1 because it's receiving 0.4. This should be yeah, 1.5 is right. So this should still be 1.5 for this account, and this should be 1.2 after exchange. Yeah, after TX. After. All right, this is terrible notes, but I just got to jot something down. Otherwise, it's too much for me. So let's come in here. I think it's the C. Yeah, this is a buyer. And let's accept. It worked. No longer can do anything else. Yeah. So let's go back here. And as the buyer for the AN token should be 1. That checks. And for the BW token, 1.1. Correct. Nice. I'm going to change to my Solflare wallet. This didn't update right away. I just did a wallet disconnect, which really should go get this. I feel like I have to do this first. Yeah, so BW token 1.2 right? And a in token 1.5. All right, so yay, that worked. That worked, and I think I'm gonna get rid of all this and just keep with yeah, I think this is just for consistency's sake. Now, there's obviously something I may have missed when it did the wallet disconnect, like changing wallets. But I think this just simplifies it and keeps it consistent versus me trying to manually keep up with the user store values, especially when we're talking about token balances and stuff. All right, so that is better. I need to test out the cancel. So this guy has, let me go into cancel. Here's my test. Okay. And the HZ wallet has BW 1.2. And AN has 1.5. Okay. Now, let me find one of these where he's this wallet is the guy, the owner, the authority. Here we are. So here's one. The user store, does it have any details? Yeah. No, it's outdated. See, like this is good. Like these certainly got to handle learning. At least how I've set this up is like I've got to really do the validation and checking on the user, like this user store values inside of the handlers, because otherwise it just gets lost in state. Like the state gets stale. You have like, so this is kind of, I don't know. There's probably better ways to do this for sure. I'm open to suggestions, but yeah, I can't rely on this. I've really got, at the end of the day, performing fresh fetches of account data and token accounts data inside these handlers seems to be the surest way to keep everything updated and accurate. So the escrow store has, now this guy is the authority. And what was the amounts that we were going to do? The in amount and out amounts. These are type B ends. Do I have the raw amounts? Doesn't look like it. So my guess is that this is 0.5 and this is 1. Just counting the decimals. That's, yeah, that's 7 decimals. So that's 0.5 of the out token and 1 of this. So the out token is which one? What is the out token of this? Escrow store out mint. User store out token ATA. Well, if I don't have it listed here, I can at least do this. I have the out token ATA. Don't know which token it is, but I know their balances. So let's go from there. So let's do SPL token balance, and then do the address flag and pass in the ATA. And it shows that I have 1.5. So if I've got 1.5, then that means that we're talking about this one, the ANZ, that AN token. Okay, so if the out that I was going to pay is 0.5 and I'm about to cancel it, then this should be 2 after cancel. And then this one doesn't change because I'm not, that shouldn't do anything. Yeah, so let's get lucky. Cancel. Oh crap, I thought it was the AN token. Maybe I misread that, right? Oh, darn. You know what? Again, can't rely on this. User store out token ATA. Well, the user store is outdated. Like, this is stale. So I can't be relying on that. Okay, I thought that would maybe work, but yeah, again, just one more reason I can't do that. So, but it looks like the transaction is going to go through, and it's actually going to be the 0.5 of the BW token. So really, it's not this. It should be 1.7 after cancel. Okay, let us see. Oh, that didn't go through. I accidentally saved my code, which then just kind of refreshed, so it didn't. So let's approve. Yeah, okay. That went through. I was able to successfully cancel. It navigates, sets the stores again, you know, what it does. But here I'm also showing that I'm fetching the token accounts again. And now when I click over to the BW token, 1.7 to 1.7. And this one should still be 1.5. Okay. All right. Okay. Ooh, a little hacky. Certainly rough around the edges, but at least it seems to be this fresh fetch right here seems to be helping out, and at least helping me better align these balances and these values a lot. That, you know, so the UI is getting should be accurate and consistent. So still got to practice or test this stuff out, but yeah, making progress. Adding these to all the instructions seems to be a good choice. All right, to be continued.